in the truck, went to AutoZone, water pump. On our way back from AutoZone, we forgot something. So we ended up turning back around, going back to AutoZone, grabbed whatever we forgot, came back. And on our way back, he was going down. Said, I see my niece right there. She walking. We pulled into Angel's liquor store. I still didn't see her. My face said she right there. She was coming across the street at that time. She got in the she spoke. I came, IJ, and we proceeded.
Okay. So, when you guys are driving to these auto parts stores, who's driving?
Driving.
Okay. Where?
Passenger seat.
Okay. And you said when you guys are heading back to the shop the second time, that's when you said Jarvis spots someone. Who does he say?
His niece.
His niece. Okay. And you recognize?
Yes, when I see her, when he pointed out to me, you know, they're walking across the street. Yes, I recognize her walking across the street.
Okay. And so you guys pull over. Where's she getting to the car at?
I believe she getting behind me. So the back seat behind me.
Jarvis say anything to her?
Yeah, she's speaking. She's supposed to we speak back.
Okay. What does he say to her?
Hi.
And where do you guys go after you pick up his niece?
Going back to the shop.
Okay. And that's the comment?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you guys do back out of the comment?
He back in. We get out. I proceed. We proceed on Jaguar. I may have got out the car.
Okay, y'all. Here go another discrepancy with somebody's testimony. I don't know if it's King's. I don't know if it's Jarvis' sister. I don't know if it's King's sister-in-law. But all I know is somebody's lying. They done told bold-faced lies up here on this stand under oath. Oh my goodness. Okay, King. Now, the flyer said Naziah basically got off that bus at 2:50 p.m. Okay? We're going to give baby girl at least 15 minutes to walk up there to Warren and around that corner or the Harper or wherever to Angel's liquor store. So that's 3:15 right there, give or take. We're gonna give a short amount of time, okay? And that's helping these ignorant SOBs out, okay? And I ain't even trying to, but I'm gonna give them a benefit of a doubt. Okay, 3:15. We know Naziah supposedly reached about around that corner because she supposedly got off that bus at 2:50. That's what's on the flyer. Okay, 3:15. Okay, y'all. The sister-in-law said that King Nim left her house before 5:30. And she said she remembered that because her sister got off of work at 5:30. Okay? So that's one key time frame, 5:30. Naziah's getting off that bus at 2:50. Say she get around that corner at 3:15. Okay. Jarvis' sister said she came to that shop about 4 o'clock. Okay? 4 p.m. I'm kind of lost because it's a whole lot of time that's missing. Because if the sister-in-law said, excuse me, y'all, for trying to gather my thoughts, because all these lies that's right here in our face, it's mind-boggling. And I'm tired. It's my day off, but still, I just can't get past some of this stuff. And I like to pick people and things apart. Yes, that's me on my own time. But okay, sister-in-law said they left before 5:30. Jarvis' sister said she got there at the shop at 4. Okay? Sister-in-law said it takes 40 to 45 minutes from Detroit to Ypsilanti, however you pronounce it. Okay? So, you mean to tell me between 3:15 and he just stated, King did, that they went to AutoZone twice, then picked up Naziah, then went back to the shop, then continued to fix on the car, and then takes the car back. No mention of Jarvis' sister there. You can't tell me that off of her testimony, if this was on January the 9th, that you didn't see that woman sitting out in front of that shop, because she specifically said Jarvis, her brother, asked her to move so another car could pull in that bay. And it's 2 bays. Okay. And the sister of Jarvis said that it was daylight. Okay, I'm lost. You got 3:15 with Naziah. You got 2 trips to AutoZone. You got to stop to pick up Naziah. You go back to the shop to fix on the car. You couldn't have done that by 5:30, like the sister-in-law said. So that means y'all were not at the sister-in-law's house on the 9th, like she said. She said the car was towed on the 4th. That makes more sense, because the time frame that he just recollected, there's no way he can go to Ypsilanti, 45-minute drive there, 45-minute drive back. Still no mention of Jarvis' sister being there at 4 o'clock, because based off of the sister-in-law's testimony, how can they be at 2 places at one time? Now, either you're at the sister-in-law's house, and the sister-in-law said that y'all stayed there for probably about 45 minutes. So that means if you picked up Naziah at least about 3:15, which I'm going to give you, which we all know that's a lie now, because you said you went back to the shop and fixed on the car, and you said it took a pretty good while for you to fix on that car. So we're going to give you an hour. So that's 3:15 and 4:15 that you finished working on that car. That gives you, then let's say you take the car to the sister-in-law. She said that's 40 minutes. So that means that's, what? 4:45. That y'all made it to the sister-in-law's house. So, and she said y'all waited for a little while, but how could you wait for 45 minutes after the 4:45 mark of you arriving there? She said y'all stayed there to wait on your son, while you said you stayed there because she had to cash app y'all. But she stated no, you called her the next morning and asked her about the rest of the money. It's just a whole lot of lies, y'all. Those dates is wrong. Biggest day. They are giving conflicted stories up on this stand. And as of right now, I'm still thrown, because somebody got their days mixed up. And I think it's King. I think he's the one got them days mixed up. He, like I said, never once placed Jarvis' sister on the 9th at that shop. But Jarvis' sister said she was there at 4 o'clock. But the sister-in-law said at 4 o'clock, basically, he was at her house because he left before 5:30. Naziah supposedly stepped up off that bus at 2:50. Y'all do the math. Come on now. They're talking of 2 different days. They so busy lying, they forgetting the lies that they're saying. And I believe King got it wrong. I believe all this stuff took place on the 4th. And I don't believe the sister-in-law the Jarvis sister even gave a date. And I think that's probably why she was up on that stand too, crying. Not to say in a bad way that she wasn't crying because of Naziah, but she was crying because she turned her brother in on what she suspected of him doing, based upon what she knows that he's capable of doing. I'm not talking about the unaliving before it's the assaulting, the SAing. She knows her brother. She knows her brother's record. So that's why she's up there on that crying, on that stage, on the stand crying, because that's a bitter pill to chew for you to turn your family member in. But I commend her and I praise her for going to that police station or whoever she talked to, detective, whatever, to tell what she knew. And I wish that these prosecutors would ask the right questions, because this woman sounded like she had a whole lot to tell. When they asked her, how did she remember Naziah, or, to say how her day started, what did she say? Where do you want me to start? It's a lot. It's a lot. Honey, tell us. Tell the prosecutors now. They should have let her talk. They should have asked her, what do you mean it's a lot? What are you talking about? Because just coming to that shop and seeing the little girl, that wouldn't be considered a lot. And he told her that was King's niece. Why would she consider that as being a lot? That woman knows something. She know, and I'm not like faulting her or saying that she's a part of anything. I don't think she's a part of nothing, her or that sister-in-law. But they know that these men are lying, and they're clearing their names, and they know they got these days wrong, and they speaking out. This is just a whole mess, a whole mess. There's no way within an hour and a half, or I'll give you 2 hours, buddy, that you could pick up Naziah, go to AutoZone 2 times, come back, fix the car, still ain't said that the sister was there, drive 40 minutes to Ypsilanti to drop off the car, drive back 40 minutes, and then mind you, the sister-in-law said that she left there at 6:30 that day, that she seen Naziah. I believe King said that he arrived back from the sister-in-law's house about 6:30. Maybe it was 7:30. But they lying big time, y'all. And they just stood up on this stand and they let this thing out. I don't care if he didn't have nothing to do with it. You're trying to cover Jarvis's tail. So to me, you're just as complicit, buddy. We're talking about a whole child. Forget an adult when it comes to kids. You better spill the beans. Because your problem ain't with man, it's with God.
Question: what time the crows were up at?
Had to be before 3:30 p.m.
There was three.
Oh, no. It had to be before 5:30. This got work at 5:30, so.
You guys finish the Jaguar and you're to leave?
Around 7:30. So.
Do you recall about what time did you go to Jarvis's shop that day?
About 4 p.m., give or take a few minutes.
Okay, and about what time did you leave?
Somewhere between 6 and 6:30.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. There it is. Jarvis' sister said, the prosecutor asked Jarvis' sister, Tijuana Butts, what time did she arrive at that shop, Jarvis' shop, on September the 9th? She said around 4 p.m. She asked her about what time did you leave? She said about 6 or 6:30 p.m. How could that be if the sister-in-law to King said that they left They dropped that car off before 5:30 and left before 5:30. So if it takes 40 minutes to get to Ypsilanti, 40 minutes back from Ypsilanti, um, that don't make sense. That means that they had to be at two places at one time, like I said. And we both know, everybody knows, that that is impossible.